What is up, everybody? It's that time of year. Football is back. Dallas week! What he said.
Yeah, whatever I said.
Dallas week.
Write that down. Put
But it is Dallas week here in Philadelphia.
That'd be really nice.
It is Dallas week, and boy, are we excited. It's going to be a great week. Oh, giving you a little preview early.
Whoa!
But
don't spill
yeah,
that.
we got a fun packed show for you guys again this week. We're like you guys saw, we're gonna kick it off with the NFC East preview, the last of our previews for this season.
Well, I mean, with the
so
NFC East, I mean, I know them more than any other team.
Exactly.
So I am so ready.
It's gonna be a good one. And
he was ready for that.
We're gonna preview through some week 1 matchups that are not the Eagles-Cowboys games, that aren't going to be as good, but some that are still going to be exciting. And then we're going to talk about everybody's favorite, the Eagles hosting the Cowboys on Banner Night. Because we won the Super Bowl and they didn't. So get wrecked, Dallas. But then after that, we'll do Mike's question, my bold take, and it should be a good show. Should be a good night. We got another special guest coming on later. We won't exactly see. Beat Dallas. Way to go, Jordan. We love it.
We love it, Jay.
And a little preview. We'll see you there, Jordan, maybe.
Hopefully we'll run into you.
Yeah, maybe we'll run into you, Jordan.
We'll be at the banner. The 302 Birds flag is going to be up.
Yeah,
so
the 302 Birds
be
flag
looking
will
for
be
us in the parking lot. We'll be there.
We'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, let's, without further ado, kick it into what you guys already saw. The NFC East preview.
Are you ready for that?
Yeah. And you know what? We're going to talk about the Birds last because
Of course.
save the best for
I mean,
last,
literally, look at the screen right now. The amount of green and Eagles logos you can see right now. You already know
But
that one's going to
let's kick it off with everybody's least favorite team in the division, the Dallas Clown Boys.
Dallas has been officially eliminated from the playoffs.
Wow. Hasn't even started. I like it.
What do you mean it hasn't even started?
Their
Their whole defense was traded to the Green Bay Packers. Kenny Clark is not doing nothing. He might do something, but he ain't doing Micah Parsons' work.
No,
Micah Parsons single-handedly shut down the whole field. Okay?
Well, until they played the Eagles.
Until they play the Eagles, but I mean, what's he supposed to do against Lane Johnson? It's not even his fault.
Well, Lane Johnson, Jordan Mailata, he has 2 dads.
It's not his fault, dude.
Yeah, well.
Just
I mean, get better. That's all I can say.
I don't know if you can get better than Lane Johnson. Or,
yeah, you can.
It's
a Hall of Famer right there.
And a future Hall of Famer, too.
Yeah. And then what intrigues me most about the Dallas Cowboys is
Jerry Jones.
Well, I'll get to him in a second. But how are you going to trade away Micah Parsons? And then you're going to go, you know what? Deron Bland, we'll give you an extension. When Deron Bland had his 2023 season, but last year was not doing anything. I think he might have got hurt. But either way, he didn't do anything last year. So, yeah, that's pretty crappy, But to Jerry Jones, he's a horrible GM that just likes the pain, as he said. I think we need to find a way as Eagles fans to make Jerry Jones live as long as he can and be the owner and GM of the Cowboys as long as he can, because that's truly until the Cowboys lose Jerry Jones, which I hope is never, ever, ever anytime soon. They're just going to be a property franchise. I mean, I get it. Back in the 90s, back when our parents were little kids, they were somewhat decent, but that was 30 years ago at this point? So
whoa. I think I might have it figured out. Jerry Jones, okay?
Jerry Jones.
If and when he passes away, we go hunting down and we get him taxidermied. No. No, I'm being serious here.
You mean get him taxidermied and then just get audio recordings of Jerry Jones from his whole life still destroying the Cowboys franchise?
He barely even moves now. Either way. So you get him who knows? Okay? Exactly.
Jerry, do you like that trait?
Exactly. Okay, we can get him. Okay, we can go down there as caretakers. We could be running the podcast from his house. Okay? We could be making Dallas's moves. Yeah, Jerry Jones is a goat, dude. He's secretly an Eagles fan. I swear.
Puppet Muppet. I love it. A puppet Muppet.
Gosh. We can turn him into a puppet. Get up. Never mind. I'm not even. Nope.
Let's not go there.
I don't even want to think about that.
But getting into the Cowboys, really, last year, the biggest thing with them, their biggest weakness on defense was stopping the run, and the worst possible case scenario happened for the Dallas Cowboys. They're walking in to the Link week 1 against the best offensive line in football, hoping and praying that Landon Dickerson isn't playing, even though they just traded away their best defensive lineman. But as Eagles fans, we're all hoping Landon Dickerson is able to play. I'm assuming we'll probably find out more about that tomorrow, whether he can or not. But
I don't think he's gonna. I think he's gonna be back before Game 7.
oh no, he'll be back by like week 3. Like
You
at
think
the
so?
latest, it'll be like week 3, week 4. But I think
I didn't go to medical school. I was trying to play
Yeah.
benefit of the doubt because I don't want to look.
I do
stupid.
believe he'll be back sooner rather than later, and I like the competitiveness in him. I can't see him like willingly sitting out of this game. So even if the doctors are like, it's up to you, man. Like we might not be the best for you. He's gonna be like, I'll play. It's the Cowboys. I'll play. And that's just what makes us love the Eagles. But we're talking about the Cowboys. They just run defense was atrocious last year, and like I said, they're walking into a nightmare.
Yeah,
And
terrible run defense, and now you don't have Micah Parsons. Of
Yeah.
course, they have Kenny Clark who can stuff up the middle. But if you had a bad defense with Micah Parsons or run defense with Micah Parsons, then you're gonna have a bad defense with Kenny Clark. It doesn't matter. He's like, isn't bro like 29 years old or 27? Or...
yeah, he's 29, so he's getting up there in age. You traded away, and really, you got fleeced because those 2 first-round picks. I was saying it to somebody last night. Those 2 first-round picks is like, if the Packers do even what they've done in the past 2 seasons, you're going to be picking in the high 20s, like the mid to high 20s.
Yeah.
So it's like you're not getting anything. It's not like you traded with like the Cleveland Browns for 2 first-round picks, and you're like, okay, I'll be picking 1 through 15.
But-
No, you're picking in the back end of the first round. And yeah, you might be able to trade it or something, or like Jerry's like, oh, we've had great drafts in before. Yeah, well, that was back in the 90s when you didn't have a salary cap and you could draft whoever you wanted and then pay them however you wanted.
But not Micah Parsons.
But not Micah Parsons.
Oh,
Because apparently Deron Bland is better than Micah Parsons. So Micah Parsons, if you're watching this,
I love you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that Jerry Jones thinks Deron Bland. Well, I'm not sorry.
No,
Actually.
thank God.
Actually,
Like,
well,
literally. like-
I'll say this. I'm upset that Jerry Jones traded you to the NFC because that does stink.
to be fair,
but-
we're gonna see him less either way.
Yeah, we'll see him
Going
less.
from division to added division,
Yeah,
it's fine by me.
See him
We
less.
already stuffed him before.
yeah.
You know, I think the Green Bay defense is a little bit better than Dallas now that they have Micah
Oh,
Parsons.
definitely.
I just meant Dallas with Micah Parsons and Packers with Micah Parsons. They're definitely better.
Oh yeah, the Packers are definitely better.
Oh yeah. But we still stuffed them.
Yeah.
And they don't got that DT in the middle. They don't got Kenny Clark. So I think we're gonna be absolutely fine against the Packers.
Micah Parsons will be riding the he'll be riding the pile again like he did last
my
year.
my
Against the
sister's
Switch.
cat's puking on the floor right now.
Wow.
That's what he thinks of Dallas
Wow.
too.
Yeah,
I ain't showing that.
he's vomiting over the
Yo, bro.
Cowboys.
Oh my gosh, that's Oreo. Oreo.
He said, I cannot believe this team is still allowed on a football team.
Yo,
because
he just.
they're not even a professional football team.
All right.
But anyway,
Bro just threw up on my chess set too.
well, as
Luckily, it's made of glass. I can literally put that in the dishwasher.
as Michael gets back up here,
It's not my fault, dude. It's not my fault. So this is look, Joey. With us doing this live, stuff like that's gonna happen. Okay?
stuff like that is gonna happen.
I'm surprised.
Go Birds!
I'm surprised
Thank
your
you.
daughter didn't run in like.
Yeah, no, I'm
the
surprised
last 2
Margot
weeks
hasn't
and-
shown up like one of these times
Oh man.
and started like
Coming in
Eagles chanting with
crying.
me.
She better.
But-
be Eagles chanting.
Offensively, the Cowboys, I'll say, they scare me a little bit, just a little bit.
Who?
This is why. So CeeDee Lamb is already on a level of his own, and he's one of the best receivers in football. I'm not going to argue that. I'm not going to be a homer and be like, oh, he sucks. He's a Cowboys player. No, he's a solid wide receiver, one of the top, in my personal opinion, top 5 in the NFL.
Credit
Probably,
where
like,
it's due.
top 5, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you added George Pickens, which if he's not crashing out on the sideline, which shout out to Dennis because, dude, Dennis, I think your guy Sidney Brown could play a crucial role in this. Okay,
Ooh.
Sidney Brown needs to just get. He just needs to get under the skin of George Pickens, and then like midway through the second quarter, Dak's gonna go like deep, miss him completely, and then we're gonna look over and George Pickens is gonna be like crashing out with Sidney Brown on the sidelines. It's gonna be amazing, and I can't wait to see it. And George Pickens is a good receiver. He's a good player, but yeah, he just can't keep his head on straight. So that maybe the change of scenery will like kind of wake him up a little bit. Like, yo, dude, you have to like
Play.
You got to play, and you got to like really be about your team and not yourself.
He did have one of my favorite one-handed catches, though.
It's the Cowboys, and they're all about themselves.
Yeah.
And your quarterback, Tony Romo 2.0, Dakota Prescott.
Roni Tomo.
He's just not that good. He's a regular season warrior. In the nicest way possible. He's a regular season warrior. So even if you guys make the playoffs, you're not going anywhere. Which I don't think you're making the playoffs, but he's never going to see one of those in his life. Dak Prescott is just not built for the big moment at all, and it's very obvious. It shows that he's not built for the big moment at all.
Dak got the same amount of rings as Tom Brady, and I'm not talking about his Super Bowl rings either.
What?
Huh?
Okay. Okay. But we'll move on from the Cowboys because who likes talking about them? We're going to talk about them a lot later. Let's move to the Giants. And the Giants, I think, are actually going to be very surprising this year. I think the Giants are on the up.
Yeah.
And adding Abdul Carter to that defensive line, they have Dexter Lawrence,
and they got
Brian Burns.
Ooh, I like Burns.
They're going to be scary.
Yeah.
And that's why I am so glad that the Eagles have the best offensive line in football because, like, every other NFL team, you should be scared. Eagles, as long as you stay healthy up front, don't be scared.
And even if we're a little miscellaneous in health,
yeah,
we still have a bomb offensive line if we got two guys hurt. Even with two guys, unless the two are Mailata and Lane Johnson, then we're just kind of squished in the pocket. Unless it's them two, you know what I mean? Like, it could be Mailata and Dickerson. You saw watch the left side. We still got a solid. Like, even with two guys hurt, we have about the same offensive line as, still better than the Bengals. I can tell you that at least.
Shout out to, I think it's Kai Guy on TikTok. He said Dak Prescott is 3-3 at the length.
Really?
It's about to be 3-4.
Yeah, 3-4, dude.
But, the Giants. Offensively, Malik Neighbors was awesome last year. I think he's going to do it again.
I couldn't snag him in fantasy.
He's going to be really, really good again. You've got Cam Scatabo, this new running back. I don't know how much he'll play at first, but he showed in like the college football playoffs last year that he's a tough rumble guy.
I hope not much because I got Tyrone JC and
Tyrone Tracy. Yeah,
Tracy.
He wasn't
bad
solid
last year.
They just don't really have that's their biggest weakness is their offensive line.
Yeah.
If you can't block for the guy, they're not going to be able to run that well. They're not going to be able to do much.
I don't think Giants are going to be that bad.
Case in point, though, like Saquon Barkley, you saw what he did behind the Giants' offensive line for 5 years, and it was not that good. Like, he was good, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh. And then Saquon comes behind the best offensive line in football and puts up 2,000 yards.
Almost
like it was nothing. Literally like it was nothing. But if the Giants, if Jackson Dart can come out and I'm not even saying have like a season like C.J. Stroud in his rookie year or Jaden Daniels, but if he can have like something half of that, the Giants are going to see vast improvements, and Giants fans are going to see a very, very good uptick in morale, and Giants fans might actually come around this year, and they might actually be out more than Cowboys fans. But Washington, the Commandos.
How do you think Jaden Daniels is going to handle year two? Because year two is where you really find out who your quarterback is. Like, it's that rookie season. Everyone's like, oh! But it's like, or they're like, this guy stinks. But it's the second year where that's when you realize, is this dude a threat? Is he a threat? He might be a threat, but nobody knows him when you're coming in like that.
I'm looking at their schedule because
what do the Commandos look like?
So look, this is my thing with the Commanders last year, and you know what? I can say this because for the last 3 years, ever since 2022, it's always been, oh, the Eagles got a cupcake Mickey Mouse schedule. We knew how to cupcake Mickey Mouse schedule last year? The Washington Commanders. You know who got lucky and bailed out by a Hail Mary against the Chicago Bears? The Washington Commanders. So, and you know who played a real team, a real healthy team in the playoffs and got throttled? The Washington Commanders.
Washington Commanders.
So when they play a team like the Packers, the Chiefs, the Lions, healthy Lions, by the way, Let's see. The Eagles, the Broncos, and even potentially the Vikings, the Dolphins, Speedy Dolphins. Like, those are teams that are like
they're gonna test your faith as a Commanders.
Built to test your. They're built to test you. They're built to like really show you and give you their best shot. And honestly, everybody's gonna say, "Oh, everybody's giving the Eagles their best shot." Everybody's also gonna be giving the Commanders their best shot because nobody's gonna want to be like, "Oh, well, this rookie quarterback, he was good last year. He's just gonna come in and beat us again." No, they're gonna be like, "No, who does this kid think he is? He's not better than my team." And if the Eagles can do that, imagine what we could do. Because that's how at least my ego is like, dude, if they could beat him and hold him down. They 2 times in Philadelphia last year, they completely shut Jaden Daniels down. Yeah, smacked him around. Like, I'll give it to him. Jaden Daniels in Washington, that was an amazing game against the Eagles. All credit where credit is due. He played an amazing game. But that being said, he was just not too like in Philly on the road in a hostile environment. He wasn't all that. So I think it'll be more so like a CJ Stroud year 2 where he like slumps a little bit. They're playing some tougher teams. It's not going to be as good.
Yeah.
But and that too, why in the world do you trade away Brian Robinson Jr.? Do you know why? Because
Jerry Jones might be puppeting a few teams.
Maybe.
He's pulling the strings for everybody, dude.
Probably.
I'm telling you, Jerry Jones might secretly.
I know, like, everybody's hyping up this Jackson Kroski Merritt guy. I don't know who he is. I've really never heard the name before, like, fantasy drafts.
And I hope I don't know who he is.
He's going to be so good. But Austin Fumbling Eckler, he's going to be your starting running back. That's, like, I guess that's good for him. But, yeah.
I don't want to get too far off topic because you said this, and every time I hear it drives me nuts, is the Eagles having a Mickey Mouse schedule. If you've looked at our birds,
Stroud season,
what they have, the most amount of trouble they have is against Mickey Mouse teams. Okay, and if you're getting, I understand, like you're playing tough game week after week after week, you're gonna eventually, have a down week. It's gonna happen. Yeah. We're gonna blow some stupid game. Every team does it. It's
Eagles,
bound to happen.
Play the Buccaneers this year in Tampa.
Hey,
again.
Whoa,
every year.
Whoa. Hey. Okay.
It's our kryptonite. We're Superman, and our kryptonite is Baker Mayfield for some reason. I don't know why, but
look,
it's Baker Mayfield.
Let Baker cook, okay? But here's the thing. What I love about the Birds is that we play our big games best. Just look at Jalen Hurts' stats as we go throughout the playoffs. Mm-hmm. It only gets better and better and better, okay? So them tough teams, those are the teams where we lock in at practice. I think when you go man-to-man on the roster, we have the best roster in the entire league. Well, so if we lock in, we have that glue, we have that mesh, we lock in against these big teams, and we're going to be killing people out there.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a perfect segue into the last team in the NFC East.
Do you think we have somebody join us?
Beloved Philadelphia Eagles. Actually, yes, we do. Let's get him on the stage. You might know him. He's just a small-time guy, but his name's Dalton Holland.
What up, Dalton?
He's going to Let's get Dalton's thoughts on the 2025 Eagles.
Hey, thank you guys for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. I love what you guys are building with this show. I was talking about it with KJ last week when he came on here. He did a great job supporting you guys. But so let's get into
awesome.
it. Thank you. Yes, thank you guys. And if you guys haven't, be sure to follow them on Instagram at Under the Wing Podcast, or just go check out 302 Birds. We collaborate a hell of a bunch with them. And make sure to give their personal Instagrams a follow too. But I guess for my NFC East preview, well, obviously we all know, sitting in a green room, what team is going to finish first. Obviously, I'm inclined to say the Philadelphia Eagles.
Why? I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why, right? But I wonder who's going to finish second. That's the real question this year. And here comes the mic drop, fellas. Here comes the big moment. The moment nobody was expecting. The New York Giants are going to be second in the NFC East this year. Not the Cowboys, not the Commanders. The Commanders, I think, are going to have a slump in typical Commando fashion, just like they did with RG3 a decade ago. It's going to happen again with Jaden Daniels. Now, I don't think he's going to have a career-ending injury. I just think he's going to have a sophomore slump, is what I'm saying. But there's something about Jackson Dart Jameis Winston, and Russell Wilson
What a
in a QB room that has me thinking that one of those guys is going to be a leader and one of those guys is going to find a way to compete with Malik Neighbors and that defense that isn't so bad.
Yeah.
So I think the Giants could actually be second. Third, then I'm actually going to take the Commanders there. I think that the Giants and the Commanders could be neck and neck. Like, I actually think that the Giants could very well be a 9-win team next year, which is good for the Giants. Okay, Giants fans, like, that's good for you guys. And then last but not least, you guys already know where I'm going at with this. The team that we're going to see you get blown out on Thursday, them Cowboys.
Yeah, I like that. I really like that. I think, flip-flop the Commanders, Giants probably. But, I think the Cowboys very realistically could be last. And like it says up here in the top, the Eagles could be the first team in over 20 years to go back-to-back in the NFL. And you know who the last team to do it was? The Eagles. So, it was in 04. I think it was like 03, 04, 04. Yeah, I think it was 03, 04. The Eagles went back-to-back division champs. And since then, it hasn't happened again. It'll be like in most years, it's like the Eagles or the Cowboys, and then you'll sprinkle in like the Giants or sprinkle in the Commanders. But it's been the Eagles and the Cowboys really, and this could be the year that like it finally. I know last year was a little bit of it, but this could be finally the year of like the downfall of Dallas to where they become the bottom dwellers in the NFC East.
Oh, I've never seen it in my lifetime. Like ever since I started paying attention to football, I've been seeing that blue star my whole life. And I can't wait to see them eating off the bottom of the barrel, dude. Oh, my gosh.
America's team.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, they do think that they tend to get cocky for being such a mediocre franchise. And honestly, I need to stop being so nice to them. Like, I kind of feel bad for them because they have been like our little brother my whole life. And their fans are usually good people. Yeah, it's just ass whooping after ass whooping. And it's like, oh, you want some more? All right, come on back. All right, we're happy to give it to them because it's entertaining to us. It's seriously big brother, little brother. But at the end of the day, with Cowboys fans, it's like it's getting to a point where I thought about it the other day. I'm like, I am too nice to these guys. Like, I am like far too like, hey man, it's all good, bro. Like, it's fine. Like, it's Dallas week, guys. Get ready. You see a Cowboys fan bumper sticker on the road, flick them fucking off. Like, fuck it. Have some fun. Maybe egg them. Maybe throw, your half-drank McDonald's soda out the window. Have fun with it because there's nothing better than being an Eagles fan and seeing that dumbass look on their face, either when they lose the game that they thought they were going to win, or when you just get a point on them that they can't back up. Like, there are some arguments that Cowboys fans can't prove, and I'm so excited for them to really be the real bottom feeder of the NFC. It feels like the Cowboys and the Eagles, and I'll give credit to both of them. Most years, they've had their years that they've sucked, maybe 2 or 3, really, both of them. But the Eagles and Cowboys are respectively 1 or 2 every year, I feel like, in the NFC. And if they're not the other one, it's either like, okay, here's a fluke year like 2015 where the freaking Commanders win the division because their tight end Jordan Reed that they had, or whoever the dude's name was. So, at the end of the day, I definitely think that we are towards that moment, Mooner, where they're going to be the bottom feeder. And now that Micah's gone, I mean, how are you guys feeling about that? Like, are you guys happy about that trade? Because it kind of screws the Eagles in a way, too, because now the Packers are loaded. Like, they're good.
Yeah, but I just said it. I still don't think the Packers are going to compete with us. They're going to compete with us, of course, but I don't think that addition is going to be that volumetric for them to just be slaying us down. Like, we still got Lane Johnson. We still got Jordan Mailata. And as long as they're healthy, Micah Parsons might as well not even be on the field. Like, I understand the Green Bay Packers with Micah Parsons is a better defense than Dallas with Micah Parsons. But either way, he's not even there. I mean, you got Lane on him. Lane the train, dude. I mean, I think there's still going to be a threat, and we might even see him in a championship game, run into him in the playoffs. But, he's just another dude to watch, and I think we're gonna take him down either way. I don't care who they get on their team.
See, the Packers issue is they're going to spend their whole week pre-planning against us to stop one play. And Micah Parsons has zero. Well, he's got experience against the play, but he's got zero experience stopping the play. So they're gonna be too focused on the tush push and trying to stop that to where like they're not gonna realize that the Eagles can throw the football, and the Eagles like with Saquon Barkley are just gonna run all over them. Now, granted, the Packers are definitely gonna be better than last year. As long as Jordan Love can stay healthy, they'll definitely do a lot better. I think they might even be able to compete with the Lions potentially. Now, not just because of this trade, but I think like the Lions, when you look at it in the bigger picture, they have two new coordinators. So that's going to take a little bit of an adjustment to get used to for the Lions. So the Packers have an opportunity now because they got this superstar that is going to make them better to really potentially take control of the division this year. But I don't think who knows? Maybe we go out there on that Monday night. Maybe they get the better of us. But I like if the Eagles can get home field advantage in the playoffs, that is like the worst thing for any opposing team. And it's just like any other Philly sports team, really. It's like you got to come to Philly. You're not going to see that energy matched anywhere else. I don't care who you are or where you are. You're not going to see the energy and the passion and all of that the Philadelphia fan base brings every single game like you will. And you're not going to see that anywhere else.
Yeah.
And I don't think like the Packers are a young team, and I don't think they can handle that. I really don't.
I mean, we heard it from Jared Verse. You
exactly.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't stand him.
He talked all that smack and then was like, "Wow, I did not realize what I was walking into."
I couldn't do it. After every tackle, he got up and did this, and I was like, "Yep, I'm done with him. I could care less about his career." Jared Verse, I wouldn't say I wish you the worst. I wish you enough to get beat by us every year. So, he's not on my happy list. You know, he's down there with PP Mahomes and all them. So, like I love our energy we bring now, and I'm excited to see that Thursday.
Oh yeah,
we talked about how we're gonna be there. 3 or 2 Birds flag is gonna be up, and we're gonna be there with Dalton too. And I'm getting nice and excited for that.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Get ready if you guys see the flag. I don't know what lot we'll be in. It's gonna kind of be like a game day decision. If we buy tickets before, we'll throw it up on the story. But we're gonna try being to pop around too. So if you guys have a tailgate that you guys want us to show up at, or if you guys want us to pop by and interview you, just shoot us a DM. Try to let us know beforehand, and we will do our best to get back to you guys. Because it's honestly an awesome thing, but there's quite a bit of people that have texted me being like, "You tailgating Thursday?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'm tailgating." They're like, "Cool, text me when you get set up." And it's like there's like 15 of them now, and I know damn well I'm not going to remember to text all 15. So I want to make sure we're good about that, because that's one thing that I really thought was cool we've done is being accessible. So make sure you get up my ass if you want to find us, because we will try to be as accessible as possible for you guys during Dallas week.
Oh
yes, sir.
Well, moving on from our preview. Let's go talk about week 1. So obviously the best game of week 1, Eagles Cowboys. But I think there's some really other good, intriguing matchups that we can look at here. And the first one I want to point out is the one I kind of already, the one I alluded to already. I don't think this is right. It might be. It looks like it's right, but I thought the Lions are playing. Yeah, so it looks like this is mixed up here at the bottom. So I don't know where I got this. So that's my fault, guys. Oh. But the Ravens are actually playing the Bills, and then the Vikings are not playing the Lions. The Lions are playing the Packers. And that was the matchup I highlighted. Because like I alluded to earlier, the Packers really have a chance, like week 1, to step out and just deliver a blow. I don't think Lions fans are ready. Lions fans really are probably still on our high horse from last year. Like, well, if we didn't get injured, we're going all the way. And it's like, dude, you got to take a step back. You got to realize that, it's going to be like the beginning of the Eagles season last year. It was pretty, it was pretty like crappy for the first 4 weeks, and I fully expect the Lions season to like start like that. And if you're the Packers, like it's the perfect opportunity week 1, jump on them, get the lead in the division, and you know what? Later on down the road, you're gonna have to play them again. But if you slip up or something, you already have that head-to-head win, and that bodes big coming into like late November, December, when you're really making that playoff push. A big game like that is going to be huge. Like week 1, when both teams are really chomping at the bit, and if Micah Parsons can play, and that'll be huge for the Packers. That'll give them a huge boost. But that's really my big one to watch for.
That'll be exciting. Is it? I thought I saw, because that might be just entirely scrambled. I thought the Bills are playing Ravens.
I was gonna say, you kind of got it up here in the top as well. Yeah, it's a little bit better up there. It's just harder to see.
Yeah, I'm looking forward for the Bills
are
Ravens
hosting the
game,
Ravens.
dude. I mean, that's gonna be. I mean, this is a heck of a week 1, just all around. Just no matter who you're fans of, like you got a banger first week either way. I was really happy with week 1. Just seeing how week 1 was and everyone's playing, I was really excited about that. So I'm definitely looking forward to the Lions-Packers game, especially with the addition of Micah Parsons, seeing how he performed to that defense, especially against an elite team, offense, defense, period, an elite team. I'm really excited about that. And I'm looking at the Bills-Ravens game. And there hasn't been many big moves, but that's the point, is that it's 2 big teams. We know they're both dominant. They've gone out there. They've played well. They've both kind of choked away in the playoffs a little bit. And I'm excited to see how they play against each other because they're very similar high-caliber teams. So that I'm excited to see just because I know it's going to be a good game. Like Lions-Packers, you're going to be looking at Micah Parsons. You're going to be looking at a few performers, you know what I mean, and checking your fantasy. But, like, you know it's going to be a good game with Ravens-Bills. Even if it's a blowout, it'll be a good game because it was entirely unexpected. So I'm excited about that. I want to see how Derrick Henry's doing. I passed up on him, but in fantasy football, that is. But I'm excited to see that.
I'm taking a screenshot as well of that week 1 for you guys too to get it queued up. While you guys were talking, I was getting it backstage. That's why I texted it to you, Mooner, so you can ignore that. I'm just sending it so it comes up on my laptop. But I'm looking at this schedule right now. I'm hyped. I am hyped for this Ravens-Bills game. Anytime that Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson get to go at it head-to-head, I think is pure cinema. So for me, it's got to be this Ravens-Bills game. I think the NFL knew what they were doing there. They had a good idea with that, and it's Ravens-Bills all day. That's going to be a really good one. I'll say sleeper game. Sleeper game of the week for me. Got to go with Vikings and Bears all day. That's going to be a good matchup. Caleb Williams, J.J. McCarthy, 2 young QBs, 2 guys looking to come out week 1, make a name for themselves and beat the other team. I think they both have better defenses than they look like on paper too. That's going to be a phenomenal game. Very excited to see the Chiefs-Chargers game as well. I don't know how many of you guys out there have Omari and Hampton on your fantasy team, but if you don't, go pick him up. He plays for the Chargers. He's going to be a stud, and I can't wait to see him run all over those Kansas shitty Chiefs. And then last but not least, got to go with Joey's pick. I think that this Packers game could be a really big chance for Jordan Love to make a name for himself. Come out, get a big win. I think the game is in Green Bay too. So the Packers, if that's the case, should have that advantage to where I think they should be able to play well and get this W. That's early for Packers Lions too. Like those are my 2 favorites in that division. So the fact that they have those 2 coming out week 1, every mistake's going to matter. So stay tuned.
It's going to be a dogfight. And another one that probably not the best showing of football, but another one, if you're just looking for some drama, I have that circled up there, that second one, the Jets and the Steelers.
Ooh.
And I would like to see Mr. Justin Fields come out for the Jets and just lay it on the Steelers.
That was meticulously placed.
I would love to see not Jalen. Justin Fields. I would love to see him just lay it on the Steelers because it would be the biggest like screw you to Mike Tomlin because, dude, I really thought that like they had something special last year with the Steelers and Justin Fields, and he was winning. They had a winning record, and then they were like, well, you know what? We'll bring in 45-year-old Russell Wilson, and he's off injury list. So sorry, goodbye, Justin Fields. Yeah, thanks for nothing. And like they kicked him to the curb, and then they didn't re-sign him, and then got rid of all their quarterbacks for some 50-year-old Aaron Rodgers. So it's like I don't know what the Steelers are expecting, but I hope they get their doors blown off. And I hope maybe I have a couple friends that are Jets fans, so maybe for them like week 1 can be a happy time this year.
Yeah.
Most week 1s, most years for Jets fans aren't happy, but Justin Fields can definitely potentially turn it around for him.
Yeah, I mean, and I got nothing against Jets or Jets fans. I want to see them have some success a little bit. Like you see your Jets fans, and they don't even want to talk football. All right, I mean, I think their most memorable quarterback was Butt Fumble Sanchez. Like, I'm being so real right now. I can't even Zach Wilson. And he was only popular for dating older women, anyways. Like, he wasn't even like he had nothing going on really on the field. Like. He did enough for people to realize just how good Garrett Wilson can be. But I'm just saying, I have Justin Fields as a backup on a few fantasy leagues just to keep an eye on him. So I've always kind of liked Justin Fields. He's never been super flashy, but we've seen little snippets of greatness from him. And I really want to see him do well with the Jets. I don't want to see him do amazing, of course, because again, I am an Eagles fan, but I want the Jets to have a little bit of love. You know what I mean? They're far enough out of our way to where they're not going to be a threat. I don't even think. Are we going to see him in the regular season? I don't think we see him at all. So they can do their stuff on the other side of the NFL, and I'll be happy. There'll be a spot in my heart for Justin Fields, and maybe he can start up on fantasy.
Potentially 2 good teams in New York. New York football fans are not going to know what to do with themselves this year.
Oh my goodness, they don't even know who to root for anymore.
Right? They're gonna the Northern Jersey folk. They're gonna be like, oh, the Jets or the Giants. Who do I pick?
I didn't even think about that yet.
They're gonna be in such a conundrum.
That's crazy because both teams are on coin flip seasons. Where they can either be like
boom or bust.
Yeah, both of them. That's I didn't even think about that. Yeah. For them both being coin flip. Do you think one's gonna bust and one's gonna boom, or it's gonna be the other way around?
I really think if one does better, it'll be the Giants, just because they're set up a little bit better.
Yeah.
But I think if one could be more surprising than the other, it'll be the Jets, just because like people are already kind of starting to realize that okay, the Giants have one of the best defensive lines in football. So, like, it's not too far-fetched to say that they could kind of break out of their shell and do some damage this year.
Well, the thing is that they're going to be defense dominant. I mean, unless, Darty goes out there and does well and he throws, a few Jackson darts. But, like, I think, I don't know, like, their offense, it's that offensive line that will destroy an entire team. And we've seen it from the Bengals. I mean, and of course, Bengals – they're still competitors, but their offensive line ruins the whole thing. I mean, they do have a bad defense too, so it's not the best comparison. But like, I don't know. It's I think Jets might be set up better if Justin Fields does even mediocre. I think they're set up better. They don't have a terrible offensive line. They have enough talent in Breece Hall, and I know Breece Hall had a down season last year. I don't know what he's going to do this year. I'm not expecting a lot from him, but, they got Breece Hall, they got Garrett Wilson, they got the weapons, they got defense, they got Sauce Gardner. Like, I would not be surprised if they either rule. They're not going to rule their division, but I wouldn't be surprised if they get into the playoffs or they go 3 and what is it? 3? They keep changing it on me.
Ball knower. We hope you get better, bud.
Yeah, we were supposed to have Ball
Yeah,
Knower
he's
here.
Supposed to be here tonight.
Let's
actually.
go. Hey, he is here. He's here. He's just
He made it.
chilling.
He might not be on screen, but
He's here. He's here in spirit.
he's on stream. So,
But yeah, be on the
That's
lookout. He's gonna be a guest sometime soon.
we might have to bring him back for next
That's
hour.
what I call the rule of 3. Ball knower, thank you for coming back for 3 straight weeks from what I remember. That I think deserves some kind of love. So maybe we'll get you a sticker or something. But be sure to tune into all our other shows too. Joey does also a great job with, I think we're going to try to bring it back. He was texting me about it. Havens Keys to Success. So maybe not week 1 just because we got a lot going on and we're going to be there, but week 2 maybe we'll talk about
definitely probably
that
kick it off
back up.
week 2. Yeah. But let's move on. Let's talk about the best game of week 1. When the Cowgirls come to town.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Sorry. I'm sorry. It slipped, dude. I'm so hyped for this game. We're going to be there. We're going to be in the parking lot at least. Okay. We're going to hear it. We're going to hear the screams.
Don't tell the Eagles. Don't tell the Eagles. If we don't have tickets, we might be in the parking lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right.
Don't tell them.
Did you guys see the post from Philadelphia? They said if you don't got tickets, try to hesitate with coming. I'm paraphrasing here very hardly, but try to hesitate with showing up to the game. I don't think we're not going to get kicked out or anything because we're going to try to snag some last minute tickets. Our goal is to get in, but I mean, they said they got to watch the septic cuts or
the septic cuts. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Volno are chiming in. Offensive battle. Okay. Secondaries get lit up in a
The
shootout.
septic cuts has me cracking up over here. I'm dead at that.
Okay.
They are going to have some septic cuts with all the porta potties, though, Mooners. So stay tuned. But
for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. We're going to be up at Adam and early. Like we said earlier, if any of you guys will be there, come tailgate with us. Look for the 302 flag because it'll be Mooner and Havens' first 302 regular season tailgate from what I know. So we're going to have to show them a good time.
Oh yeah, first Cowboys Eagles game. I'm so excited. I
haven't even been in the vicinity for Philadelphia during a Cowboys.
Oh, it is I know it is going to be on a whole nother level. And the best part is too is we've already referenced it. It's banner night. So not only do we get the Cowboys in week 1, not only is it the prime time first game of the season, we get to drop a banner on Jerry Jones' head and go, look what we did. And look what you haven't done before, the 2000s.
Oops, I did
exactly.
It again.
For the second time now, too. So for the second time in 8 years, we get to drop a banner. And this time, the Dallas Cowboys are forced to watch. And it's going to be electric. It is going to be it's going to be crazy. I know it's going to be packed from sun up to sundown. And even after, I'm really expecting, I hate to be the homer here, but I'm really expecting an Eagles just throttle.
I don't think we're gonna see much competition. Maybe first quarter, but if we get a lead, I think they fall behind.
And
dude.
I'll give it to Mooner here. He said to me earlier, he said, "What do you think the chances are that on the very first play, they hand it off to Saquon Barkley, and he takes it all the way to the house? If that happens, let me tell you, the stadium will be on a whole nother level. It will be insane. It'll be the earthquake level.
I'm pissing on the dude in front of me right now. I don't even care, bro. I don't care what jersey he's wearing. I'm gonna be so electric if Saquon does that. I'm doing it, bro.
Yeah.
Just don't vlog it, dude, because that might be a little awkward. If you vlog anything, vlog me getting marched out of the stadium with handcuffs and a bloody nose.
So Mooner might be leaving the stadium in some cuffs.
Mooner's gonna get kicked out. There's this fucking Delaware pisser trend going around. Pisser trend, and now Mooner's gonna be known as the fucking Link pisser or something.
Link pisser. That would be crazy. But it's gonna be a good game. I do like what Ballnar said about about the secondaries getting lit up. That is my only concern is for the Eagles, not quite sure who the cornerback 2 is. And that's where it does come into play. Dallas has got 2 elite receivers. But, and again, shout out Dennis. We love you, buddy. I honestly think, like, so he's not, like, completely wrong in saying Sidney Brown is a good player. And I'll say this.
We rock his chops, but just because he's, like, religious about it. But, like, I don't think he's bad.
Not terrible. But if I could see Sidney Brown, like, we've seen flashes of it. If, like, Dak goes deep looking for, CeeDee Lamb early on in the game, and Sidney Brown, instead of going for the ball, just lays CeeDee Lamb out like Brian Dawkins on Algie Crumpler style.
Oh, man.
Like, that would set the tone for the entire game. Like, obviously, the Eagles, they're not really trying to, like, hold on to the Super Bowl season, and they're trying to move on. Like, that would be the biggest way to show that, you know what, last year doesn't matter. We're out for, like, blood again this year.
Yeah.
And everybody, that'll set the tone not only for this game, but for the season. A play like that would set the tone for the season because it shows every team in the league, we're not scared. We're not backing down. And we're going to hit you. You think you're hitting us with your best shot. We're hitting you with our best shot.
Yeah.
And especially teams that got to come play in Philly.
And the thing is, we're going to have so many eyes on us because it's an Eagles-Cowboys game.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, of course, every rivalry seems big in your area, but I feel like there's definitely a different rivalry when it comes to Eagles and Dallas. So, oh my gosh, not a Dory. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a lot of eyes on us again, especially since it's a Thursday night too. So if we can really prove our point just right off the bat, like, that would be magnificent. Mm-hmm. Especially to be able to sit there and watch it too. I would love that. I'm excited. I gotta be honest with you. I was scrolling through a little bit of Instagram, and I had the Birds. They posted that Saquon is number 1 on the top 100 list.
Shout out Saquon.
That's awesome. But they posted a bunch of Saquon highlights with it. And when I was watching them highlights, I got so hyped for the fact we're going to be there Thursday, the fact that we're playing Dallas this week. Like, I feel like it's been so long since the season. This has been such a long off season. I mean, like, we achieved the hype, dude. We got our Super Bowl win, and I'm so ready for this year. And I've been excited ever since I saw it. I was actually I was almost angry at how excited I was because I couldn't focus on anything I was supposed to do after seeing that. I mean, I'm hyped, dude.
So, Dalton, what do you think about the Cowgirls?
And specifically, what do you think? How well do you think Kenny Clark is going to be able to shut down the Saquon run game?
So I think it's going to be a great game. I think that, honestly, Kenny Clark was honestly a fleece on the Packers' part. So tomorrow night on 302 Birds, I got to trim it down actually after this. So after this take, I'm going to head out. But I got to go get the interview ready. I have a really good Packers friend from college. His name is Coach Khan. That's his name, dead ass. And he's hilarious. His name is Alex is his real name, but we all call him Coach. And he's a huge Packers fan. He knows a lot about the Packers. But as soon as they made this trade, he was the first guy I thought of. So I texted him, and he's like, oh, yeah, I'm coming on the mic. We're going to light up Dallas fans. We're going to have some fun with it. And he told me, he said, honestly, Kenny Clark is not a bad player, but he is past his prime. And honestly, he got 1 sack last year. 1.
What?
So he's not necessarily. Yeah, I didn't know that either. When he brought that up to me, I was like, wow, okay. Wow. So, yeah, he's definitely past his prime. I think Kenny Clark is not going to have nearly the impact that Micah did.
Oh, not
brings
even
the effect of where he gets other players double teamed, triple teamed. Do you know what I mean? Or Micah gets double teamed or triple teamed. Kenny Clark is not, at most going to get double teamed. So, there's no triple teams, I think, happening
I don't even
there.
think that he's in competition with Jalen Carter as a player. I think Carter's a better player than Kenny Clark.
Oh, yeah, all day. I think the most competition that Carter probably has at defensive tackle is honestly in the division with Dexter Lawrence.
Sexy Dexy.
Yeah. So I think, honestly, Yeah, I think, and as far as this game goes, I think that the Eagles are gonna. I think we're gonna kick ass. I think that the Eagles, now that Micah's gone, it just opens up the whirlwind for the Eagles to just let it loose and just pile on the points. I don't know if you guys have heard of the pickle game. I never got to watch it live, but I've
Pickle
seen
juice
tape,
game, yeah.
and it's insane. And the Eagles whooped ass that game. I think that the Eagles are going to come out swinging in a similar way, where the Cowboys are just so dysfunctional right now, in such like a fog as a franchise, and don't know where they're headed. Jerry Jones is in such a fog that they're just going to beat these guys silly week one. And honestly, I think it could be at minimum a 20-point upset. Like I'm foreseeing in my head a 48 to 10 score, or like a 48 to 14. I really think it's going to be that bad.
Shout out Bill Belichick and UNC, 48-14.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
But that's all I got. I'll let you guys finish your show.
Before
You guys
you
are
go,
doing a
Dalton,
great job with it.
Hype us up for Thursday against the Cowboys.
All right, I got you guys. I'll do the same thing. I want to give, first off, before I give my hype speech, I want to give a shout out to the two people who always inspired my hype speeches. Number one, in Rios, and number two, Philly Mike, who's coming on 302 Birds tomorrow night to hype us up.
Tune in.
302 Birds.
Tune in.
It's going to be
Same
fun,
time
yeah.
tomorrow night.
But want to give a shout out to those two guys, because I don't think anybody does it necessarily better than them. But guys, this is what it's made for. This is what Philadelphians dream of. This is arguably the game that is the second best game of the year besides the Super Bowl. This is Philadelphia Eagles, and this is cowboy wearing, idiotic, moronic, no football understanding fans going at each other. Our house, Thursday night, our rules, our ass whooping, crab fries, beer. We got it. Good vibes. 302 flag in the air. Oh my goodness. You got to be there. You got to be there, because when that ball gets kicked off by Jake Elliott and you feel that rush of green, your blood goes from red to green, and you feel your body take over like the Incredible Hulk, and you go, holy shit. I feel the hairs on my back, hairs standing up right now. Oh, yeah. You're home, baby. You're at Lincoln Financial Field, and just get ready, because the road to Super Bowl LIX starts this Thursday when we beat the shit out of the Cowboys at our house in front of everybody to watch. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds, dog. Thank you, Dalton.
Thank you, Dalton. You have a great night. And like you said, be sure to check out 302 Birds tomorrow night. They're going to be covering all the kind of same stuff. They're going to get a little deeper into it. Some matchups to watch, stuff like that. But before you go, let's go. E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles!
Okay, a little bit of delay, but we got the point.
Have a good one, Dalton.
CD.
First one of the season. Felt good to get it out.
So
Gave me some chills.
I don't want to know dark here. Do you think we're beating them 38-6?
38-6?
No, okay. Let's think about this realistically.
I think 48-14.
No, we got to think about this realistically. Okay.
Okay.
They lost Micah Parsons and they have Brandon Aubrey. So it's probably going to be more like 65-3.
Just came here to say go Birds, and Dallas is cooked. Cooked.
All right. Oh, I was happy to have him on there.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna miss P3, Ball Nowhere 100, our man.
He'll be here next week. For
But
sure. But let's move on. Mike, what is your question of the week?
What in the world? Hold up. Well, my question of the week has probably got to be, I was gonna say it with Dalton here, but I'm actually curious to see what you have to say. Who is your most hated, on topic here, hated Cowboy of all time? Actually, if you could drop a few names on me, I would love that.
Okay. So,
But just the crown.
so look, growing up as a young Eagles fan, and really growing up, and like once you hit like the age of like 10, you really start to understand. Like it was 9 for me, but it was like once you really understand football and like what's going on, it becomes a beautiful thing.
Oh yeah.
And as a young Eagles fan, I learned one thing. There was this guy on the Dallas Cowboys, and I could not stand him. And well, there was a few, but this guy in particular, I cannot stand him. He was good. Don't get it twisted. He
That's
was a good
probably
player.
why you couldn't stand.
But the biggest whiner, the biggest crier, the losiest of losers, Dez Bryant.
Oh,
I cannot stand Dez Bryant. And for all of those Cowboys fans that are hate watching right now,
Brez crying.
he didn't catch it. Ha! But anyway, no, Dez Bryant, it was because, number one, he really used to play really good against the Eagles. And number two is like, in the big moments, he wouldn't show up. And Dez Bryant just always got under my skin as like a guy that I just could not stand. I hated him. He was a whiner. He like, if it didn't go his way, he was a whiner. The whole like, did he catch it? Did he not catch it? Like, dude, it's okay. Like I get it. It's the playoffs. But, like, have some faith in your defense. Stop freaking out on the sidelines. And get out there and go win the game. But they couldn't do that. But another name I have from the same team, DeMarco Murray. And it's more so not even as a Cowboy. It was more so the fact that we got him from the Cowboys. And he came here and completely crapped the bed, and it was just a horrible end to
He's
the
using my line, dude.
It was the horrible end to the Chip Kelly era in all aspects. Like DeMarco Murray literally, like that was supposed to be like how Saquon did this year. We were supposed to get that out of DeMarco Murray, and we didn't even sniff that. And we did terrible. He did terrible, and just to be so good in Dallas and then come to us and absolutely reek of just garbage. And then he went to the Titans and he like kind of did okay. So it was literally just like I felt like he came, said, you know what, I'm gonna sabotage the Eagles and then I'm gonna get out. And that's how it went. So Dez Bryant, DeMarco Murray, recent not really many people I can't stand. I don't know why. I've never liked I don't even think he plays anymore. I think he might have retired because of like injuries. So I might be wrong for saying this, but Leighton Vander Esch, dude, I couldn't stand his stupid neck roll. Like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I just could never stand that guy. Like,
what happened to him?
I think he got too many like neck injuries. So I understand why he wears it, but like, dude, I could just never stand that guy. Like, and the guy like Sean Lee, like, couldn't stand that guy as their linebacker. Like it's just because
you just have an issue against the linebacker core.
Yeah, I just don't like that.
The only linebacker from them I was okay with. Now, don't hurt me here. Was honestly Michael Parsons, because he loves the Eagles for some reason. He
loves the Sixers too.
He is talking us up so much, and then he goes to the link and does jack diddly squat every time. I love it.
Free wins, baby.
It makes us look even better. I mean, we are good. I mean, it's not like he's not trying against us, but he wasn't a threat against us. He talked about us all the time under Dallas
this is supposed
media.
to be players you hate, not players you love.
Look, dude, I'm giving some love to my Green Bay Packer. Okay.
Yeah.
Now that
Shout
I
out
can
Green Bay.
do it, okay. Thank you for loving us birds. I'm surprised you didn't try to come
So
over
who's
here.
your all-time crappiest, most hated Cowboy?
Okay. Now
Cowgirl.
here's the thing. I don't hate a lot of players because hate is a very strong word.
Dislike.
No, because this is the player I hate.
Oh, you hate it? Okay.
Hate's a very strong word. So there's between this player, there is just a lot of gray until you hit number 2. I don't even know who number 2 is. This is how far he is. He's the only one on the Dallas hate list. Well, not the only one, but he's number 1. Growing up, it was Zeke Elliott. The spoon every touchdown. He walk around with his belly hanging out. I couldn't do it.
No,
and
couldn't do it.
The controversial.
Dude's a loser.
Look, I'm not going to get too deep into this. The controversial claims and legalistic things with him and allegedly beating on his girlfriend.
He probably did it. Cowboys players. It fits the mantra.
And for the NFL to
It should be the Dallas Criminals, not
for the
Dallas
NFL
Cowboys.
to just lead them right back to the Cowboys. That really had me frustrated because at that time I didn't know much about football. I knew this guy isn't a good dude. And then I couldn't stand the season when they had Tony Pollard, who made the Pro Bowl as a number 2 running back. Tony Pollard doing all the yards just for them to hand it to Zeke on the 1. And Dallas was still riding Zeke's chops. That drove me up the wall because Zeke was washed at that time. He was done, and they were still kissing his hind. Yeah. I couldn't stand that. And I'm glad Tony Pollard's with the Titans because now I can give him a good thumbs up and be like, good run, Tony.
Never forget, too, his final play as a Dallas Cowboy. Lining up at center. It's beautiful. Against the 49ers in the playoffs.
That was his last?
Yes, that was his last. Well, not his last. His last and his first stint with the Cowboys because last year he was on the Cowboys. But he didn't do anything. But, yeah. You line your running back up. And Kellen Moore, you want us to Super Bowl as our offensive coordinator, so I don't blame you. I just think you let your head coach Mike McCarthy pick that play. But you line him up at center, and he just gets obliterated. He got obliterated.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I didn't know that.
It was beautiful. It was the greatest thing I've ever seen.
His first and last play.
It was the most Cowboy of Cowboys plays.
He's like, put me at center, coach.
I want to throw one more name out there, and I might get the heat for this because Trayvon Diggs. He's not a good player. I don't care what anybody says. I really don't. He's a lucky player. And you can hate on me for that, but I'll say it once. I'll say it again. I've said this the whole time he's been in the NFL. All he tries to do is jump the route. And I get it. That's your cornerback's job. I get it. But, he does it to the point where it's like, dude,
is there anything else?
You're not good at coverage. If you try to jump the route and you miss, they're gone. It's either pick or touchdown for the other team. So it's cool when he's playing against you and he tries to jump the route and he misses and AJ Brown scores a touchdown. But I could just never stand him because when he had 7 interceptions one year and everybody's like, oh, he's the greatest player in Dallas. Is Deion Sanders the greatest quarterback? No, he's not. He just gets lucky jumping routes and he manages to get 1 or 2 routes that he gets correct a game. And you know what? He's got some good hands because his brother Stephon Diggs. And obviously, they have some good genes catching the football.
Where my Trayvon Diggs disrespect started was when he had that monster season.
Yeah.
When he had that monster season, he really I saw an interview with him, and he said, he basically said, if you can't force interceptions, you're not a good cornerback. He was like, these guys might be doing better than me and I might let up more yards than them, but look how many interceptions I have. And to see how immature that was, because Cooper DeJean was in the running for defensive rookie of the year. And at the time, he didn't have a single interception. Do you know why he was still in the running? It's because he also didn't have a single touchdown. And he let up, I read off the stats earlier, but he let up very little yards in comparison.
Yeah.
And it's what makes you a good cornerback is erasing people off the field. When Trayvon Diggs is on the field, they're still looking for that wide receiver.
Yeah.
Because Trayvon Diggs might jump the gun and crap the bed. I'm this, I'm that. And these guys, they don't get interceptions, so they're not all this and they're not all that. That when I saw that, I was like, this guy's an idiot. Exactly. I had respect for him. There's not a lot, but there are still players on Dallas where they have the star on their helmet. I hate the star, but I got to respect him as a player. But when I saw that, my respect for Trayvon Diggs really started going downhill. The only thing I like him for is that he's always an easy snag when I'm trying to rebuild a team in franchise mode on Madden. And he is good enough to just be good enough because he gets the highlights. So Madden's like, but I like him for that. Because, oh my gosh, the Texans. I'm not even going to.
But anyway.
Sorry.
Let's move on to our last and final segment. I have a bold of the boldest takes.
Bold
take. I don't even think it's
Josephine's bold.
You know what?
take.
I'll say it's bold, but I could see it very well happening.
Josephine's
And
bold
in
take.
theme with bashing the Cowboys, this is what it's going to be about. I think this Thursday, Jalen Carter is not going to have one, not going to have two. He's going to have a three, a hat trick of sacks, and force a Dak Prescott fumble. And you know what? It's because those stupid Cowboys fans, they got this guard from Alabama, Tyler Booker. I believe that's his name. He's the Jalen Carter stopper. And I love seeing the video of, like, it's the Cowboys fans that, like, aren't delusional. Like, there's very few of them. And it's the Cowboys fans that, like, aren't delusional debating. And they're like, yeah, you got the Jalen Carter stopper. And then they're like, we went back and looked at the stats. And the last time he gave up 3 sacks in a game was when they played Georgia. And what year was that? 2021. Oh, wait, who was on that team? Jalen Carter.
The baby Rhino.
So I think the baby Rhino is going to come out, get 3 sacks of his own. He's going to force a fumble.
Ooh.
And the Eagles are going to walk all over the Dallas Cowgirls.
Look, I would be so hyped for that, dude. I would be so hyped. Oh, my gosh.
Maybe he'll get away with a face punch of Dak Prescott.
So what you're saying, so how about this? With Joey, look, we're out of the bold takes. That was a bold take. Now we're just at speculation here. And you can still keep it on because it's in the
speculating.
Theme. I mean,
the very end of the show.
I mean, here's our lower third speculation. It's a part of the imagination.
Speculation.
Perfect.
My Disney finger. Speculation.
Dude, Spark.
But anyway,
special.
What's your speculations here?
It's not necessarily speculation. It's your speculation, and I'm asking you, how many sacks do you think we'll have total? Because for one man to have 3 sacks, I mean, it's a good game if your defense gets 3 sacks as a whole.
So look, if Jalen Carter gets 3 sacks, that means Moro Ajomo is going to have a field day. Nolan Smith will probably have a field day. Jalix Hunt probably have a field day. Azeez Ojulari, field day. So I could say, very realistically, like, I get it. They're not all going to get sacks. But I could see very well Jalen Carter gets 3. The Eagles have 6 total. At least 6.
6?
6.
All right. Who gives out them free? Who is that gives out free food every time?
I think it's McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Like but that might be for an Eagles win. I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure it's like if the team gets more than 3 sacks.
Huh?
At
Free
least that's what it was last year. So
get ready for a free Big Mac if that's what it is.
Dude, I'm looking at you, Ronald,
Mr. Ronald McDonald. We know you're an Eagles fan.
He's got to be. Not anymore for all the Big Macs he had to get out for free. He freaking hates the Eagles. They're
He's secretly rooting for the Cowboys.
Oh, 100%.
But before we go, do you have anything you want to say to get the fans hyped? I know I have a little something.
I don't know what else I got to say. This whole stream has just been a hype video, dude. I'm telling you. It'd be nice if I could run into some of you at Philly, but what do I got? I gotta think of something hype. Dak will get sacked from the back. I don't know what I'm talking about.
All right. Well, I'm gonna bring my music back. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Dallas Cowboys! This is what we've been leading to ever since it came out in May that the Dallas Cowboys were coming to town week 1. We're dropping the banner in their face. It is time. 2 more sleeps until we put the Cowboys to sleep. And we're going to walk out with our heads high. We're going to take the division. We're going to take the NFC. And we're going to ride it all the way to back-to-back Super Bowls. And with that,
the whole offseason, baby. This is the game we've been waiting for.
This is the one. With that,
we lost trumpets. They killed me.
Go Birds.
It's dead.
And God bless. We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you, Dolt. Ready for that Eagles win.
And check out 302 Birds tomorrow night at 8:05.
Okay, Dallas.
Go Birds.
All right, TikTok, you were here from the start.